Bernadette Chirac, the wife of the French president, had a problem, a beautiful problem. Princess Diana was coming to Paris, and Bernadette wanted to give her a gift. Not just any gift, a gift that whispered France, elegance, luxury. She picked up the phone. She called Christian Dior. "I need something special," she said. "Something for a princess." The house of Dior rushed. They presented her with a handbag that had never been seen before. It was sleek, black, covered in a mysterious, geometric pattern of stitched leather called canage. Little gold letters hung from the handles. Dior. Its name was Couture, French for favorite. There was a last-minute twist. Bernard Arnault, the powerful boss of LVMH, saw the bag. It was made of fabric. He frowned. "Change it," he ordered. "To leather. Tonight." The artisans worked through the night. By morning, the bag was reborn. Bernadette Chirac handed the black leather bag to Princess Diana. Diana smiled. She loved it. She loved it so much that she ordered it in every color from Harrods in London. She carried it to a charity event in Birmingham. She carried it to a gala in Argentina. And on that cold December night in 1995, she carried it again, stepping out of a car in Paris. The cameras flashed. The world went crazy. "What is that bag?" everyone asked. The House of Dior listened. In 1996, they changed the name. They no longer called it Couture. From that day on, it was called Lady Dior, in honor of the princess who made it famous. In the first 2 years alone, they sold 200,000 Lady Dior bags. The leather division's profits multiplied by 10, but to understand how a handbag became a legend, you must go back, way back, to a little boy born by the sea. Christian Ernest Dior was born in a beautiful villa called Les Rums, perched on the cliffs overlooking the English Channel. The garden was full of roses and jasmine. His mother, Madeleine, would walk through the flowers in flowing dresses. Young Christian never forgot that image. Women as flowers. His father, Maurice Dior, was a rich industrialist. He made a fortune in fertilizer. People joked, "Dior's manure is gold." The family wanted Christian to be a diplomat. They sent him to the prestigious School of Political Science in Paris. But Christian had no interest in politics. He wanted to draw, to paint, to create art. So in 1928, he convinced his father to give him money. He opened a small art gallery in Paris. He sold paintings by the giants, Picasso, Dali, Matisse. For a few years, he was happy. He was an art dealer. Life was good. Then the world collapsed. The Great Depression hit America, then Europe. Maurice Dior lost everything. The family went bankrupt. The factories closed. The villa in Granville was seized. And then tragedy. Christian's mother, Madeleine, died suddenly. His brother became mentally ill and also died. Christian Dior was 26 years old. He had no money, no job. He was often sick. He was so poor he had to sleep on a friend's couch. He sold his sketches on the street for a few coins to buy bread. He started drawing fashion sketches. He sold them to newspapers and fashion houses. In 1938, he became an assistant designer at a house called Robert Pichouet. He learned the secrets of fabric, of cut, of silhouette. Then came the war, World War II. He worked for a fashion house in occupied Paris. He dressed the wives of Nazi officers. He hated it, but he survived. And he learned something crucial. Women were tired of uniforms, tired of square, boxy military shapes. They wanted to feel beautiful again. Christian Dior met a powerful textile magnate named Marcel Boussac. Boussac was called the King of Cotton. He had factories in northern France. Boussac looked at Dior. He saw a genius. "I will give you money," Boussac said. 60 million francs. Dior opened his own house at 30 Avenue Montaigne in Paris. February 12, 1947. He presented his first collection. The room was full of journalists. The models walked out wearing astonishing clothes. Jackets with rounded shoulders, tops that cinched the waist into an hourglass, skirts that billowed out like flower petals. It was the opposite of war. It was soft, feminine, luxurious. The editor of Harper's Bazaar, Carmel Snow, stood up. She looked at the show. She shouted the words that changed history. "Christian, darling, it's a new look." The name stuck. The world went wild. Women queued outside 30 Avenue Montaigne. Dior became famous overnight. By 1949, the House of Dior was responsible for 75% of France's fashion exports. The man who had been broke, selling sketches on the street, was now the king of Paris. But where were the bags made? Dior's leather goods and handbags, the Lady Dior, the saddlebag, the book tote are made in Italy and France. But there is a secret. The perfume factory is not in Paris. It is in a small town called Saint-Jean-de-Bray, south of Paris. It is the only place in the world where Dior perfumes are bottled. The most famous perfume in the world, Savage, made there. Miss Dior, made there too. And the famous canage stitching on the Lady Dior bag? It was inspired by the Napoleon III chairs that Dior placed in his first fashion shows. The chairs had woven cane seats. Dior loved the geometric pattern. He put it on a bag. History was made. Did Christian Dior ever marry? No, he never married. He never had children. But his life was full of women. The first woman, his mother, Madeleine, she taught him to love flowers and beauty. When she died in 1931, he was heartbroken. He said, "I owe everything to her." The second woman, the fortune teller, in 1919, when he was 14 years old, he went to a festival in Normandy. A fortune teller grabbed his hand and said, "Women will make you successful. Women will bring you to the top." He believed her. He surrounded himself with powerful women. His muse, Mitza Bricard, his business partners, his assistants. The third woman, his sister, Catherine. Catherine Dior was a hero. During World War II, she joined the French resistance. She fought against the Nazis. She was captured, tortured, and sent to the Ravensbrück concentration camp. When Christian created his first perfume in 1947, he gave it a name. He called it Miss Dior, in honor of his brave sister. October 24th, 1957, Montecatini, Italy. Christian Dior was on vacation. He was only 52 years old. He had a heart attack in the middle of the night. He died alone in a hotel room. The fashion world was in shock. But who inherited the empire? Dior had no wife, no children. He left no will. The House of Dior needed a new artistic director immediately. They chose a young, brilliant man who had worked as Dior's assistant. He was only 21 years old. His name was Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent saved Dior. He designed 6 collections that kept the house alive. But after 3 years, he left. He was drafted into the French army. He went crazy. He started his own brand, Yves Saint Laurent, YSL. After him came Marc Bohin, who ran Dior for 30 years. Then Gianfranco Ferré, who designed the original Lady Dior bag. Then John Galliano, the mad genius who created the saddlebag. Then Raf Simons. Then Maria Grazia Chiuri, the first woman to run Dior's fashion division. But the legal owner of the brand? In 1984, a businessman named Bernard Arnault bought the bankrupt parent company of Dior. Today, Arnault is one of the richest men in the world. Christian Dior had no children, but his spiritual children, the designers, the artisans, the bag makers, continue his work. The most famous Dior handbags for women. 1. Lady Dior, the Eternal Icon. Launch date 1994, renamed in 1996. Why it's famous? It was chosen by Bernadette Chirac, wife of the French president, as a gift for Princess Diana. Diana loved it and carried it everywhere. After she died, Dior renamed the bag in her honor. Distinctive features: a rigid rectangular shape, the canage stitching, inspired by Napoleon III chairs, and dangling Dior charms. The bag that a princess made famous. 2. Saddlebag, the Y2K icon launch date. 1999, designed by John Galliano. Why it's famous. Its bold shape looks like a horse saddle. Carrie Bradshaw carried it in Sex and the City, making it a global obsession. It was re-released in 2018 and became a vintage hit again. Distinctive features: curved, non-traditional shape, a large D charm, and a wide canvas strap. The bag that looks like a horse saddle. 3. Dior Book Tote, the social media sensation launch date. 2018, designed by Maria Grazia Chiuri. Why it's famous. Despite being huge, it became a celebrity favorite because of its space and style. Instagram exploded when Dior offered ABCDIOR personalization, printing your name on it. Distinctive features: a large rectangular shape, the words Christian Dior Paris written across the front, and often made of oblique canvas. The bag that carries everything, including your name. 4. 30 Montaigne, the modern classic launch date. 2019. Why it's famous. Named after Dior's historic address in Paris, 30 Avenue Montaigne. It was designed to be the perfect, everyday elegant bag for work and evenings. Distinctive features: a boxy shape, a large CD metal buckle, and the address 30 Montaigne engraved on the back. The bag named after Dior's home. 5. Dior Caro, the soft romance launch date. 2021. Why it's famous. Named after Catherine Dior, Christian's sister, a World War II resistance fighter whose family nickname was Caro. It combines the softness of Lady Dior with a cool shoulder bag style. Distinctive features: soft canage stitching, a CD chain strap, exchangeable with a leather one, and a large magnetic clasp. The bag named after Christian Dior's heroic sister. 6. Dior Bobby, the quiet elegance launch date. 2020. Why it's famous. Named after Christian Dior's beloved dog, Bobby. It became famous for reviving the crescent hobo bag trend. Distinctive features: a crescent/hobo shape, a simple CD buckle, and an adjustable shoulder strap with a military-style clip. The bag named after Dior's dog. Christian Dior didn't just design clothes. He crafted dreams, elegance, and an everlasting legacy. His new look revolutionized fashion, and those 6 iconic silhouettes will forever remain a symbol of timeless beauty. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more stories from the world of haute couture.